Katerina, and we are continuing our conversation regarding brain health. And today I would like to discuss a very interesting subject matter. You probably all heard about the gut-brain axis. It's very established term. The meaning of the term is the microbiome of our gut. It's kind of brain on its own. What does it mean? Microbiome has billions of microorganisms that are responsible not just for the digestion of the food, but also for the production of hormones. And lots of hormones like serotonin actually get produced in our intestine. The interesting fact is our brain is very strong nerve responsible. It's really thick wire that actually responsible for the connection gut and the brain, and this connection happens absolutely unconsciously. So lots of things that actually chemically happen in our brain. Our gut plays a biggest part in that. So gut-brain axis is very established term, and you can find multiple information through all the internet regarding how important it is to eat the right food, how important it is to take care of your digestion, for your mental system and for your overall wellness and longevity. But not that many people actually talk about skin-brain axis. And the thing is, the first barrier, the first thing that connects our body with the environment is actually skin. And our skin is actually the point number one for the immune response. So our immune system, for the most part, is actually in the skin. And our skin has absolutely unique capabilities, and in terms of the way of regeneration, immunity, or even unconscious absolutely interaction with the environment. Our skin has absolutely unique and outstanding properties, and the thing is, we still don't know exactly how all things that actually happen, all the mechanism behind it. But still, I believe that's a very important subject matter and we have to discuss it. So, your skin has its own immunity and has its own communication system with the rest of the world. And the way how it behaves, how it feels, it's healthy. The state of healthiness of your skin is absolutely connected to your mental wellness. What does it mean? What do you mean by absolutely connected? There's actually specific neurons actually responsible for the connection of your skin with your brain. And what do we have to mention? There are multiple studies. You can find lots of articles in Nature and other reputable academic magazines that actually discuss the subject matter. And the important thing to mention is a lot of neurological diseases. For example, if a person has some serious neurological condition, autism, or any other condition, we already know biomarkers in the skin, meaning that the conditionable skin will absolutely, so just by the condition, by the proteins that can be found in your skin, you can figure out what type of neurological disease this particular person has. And I believe it's absolutely fascinating. Moreover, you can find not just how old are you by specific biomarkers in your skin. You can find let's put this way, situation that's responsible for your wellness, and lots of biomarkers, lots of evidence, lots of chemicals that will show how old are you, how healthy are you, what kind of problem do you have, what kind of health problem, mental health problem you have. And I believe that's absolutely fascinating. And the thing is, I believe we are not thinking much about what we are applying on our skin and what kind of textile fabrics we use on our skin. For me, it was actually a discovery that every single type of fabric, for example, cotton or silk, they have their own very specific pH. What does it mean? The way the healthiness of your skin will very depends on what type of clothing you wear. And as you know already, the way how you feel, how your skin feels, will differentiate your mental state. Also, we have to mention that usually people who have serious skin issues, eczema, etc., it's actually connected with their mental wellness. Usually people with eczema, they have anxiety disorders and other issues, mental health care issues. And I believe this is absolutely fascinating and interesting. So the way how we're taking care of our skin defines the way how we actually feel mentally. So you basically have to take into consideration the following facts. First, the textile you use. Second, what kind of creams would you actually apply on your skin? What kind of soap you're using on your skin, because all this will differentiate how you the wellness of your skin. And very fascinating facts. Nowadays, there are a lots of different smart fabric is actually available. Fabric that provide anti-inflammatory properties. Fabrics that are able to protect from environmental factors, from dirt, from the poison, from the heavy metals. And they are already developed. For example, one of the recently published patents is actually about silicon-based polymer that applied as applied on the surface that creates 5 micrometers layer that is able to provide anti-inflammation to the skin. And I believe that silicon-based polymers actually a very powerful tool. If you probably aware, lots of, for example, contact lenses, they're made of silicon-based polymers, and I believe that silicon-based polymers can actually provide a lot of materials with outstanding properties. And when we're talking about materials, the layer, the pores, what kind of chemicals they're made of, everything actually influence the way how we interact with the environment. For example, if certain compounds with a specific pores is actually able to protect your skin from viruses, from other environmental, as I said, heavy metals and etc. And the thing is, the thickness and the way how this layer is applied and materials they use is very varies. And nowadays we know the techniques, and I think there are lots of opportunities exist. But I'm mentioning all of this to let you know that your skin requires a lot more attention,